Yesterday, I actually placed a couple of positions in my Forex funded accounts, and honestly, the results were pretty much outstanding. And I wanted to go through the video in order to show you like my setup so that maybe this week you can actually find something similar, place the trades yourself, and more importantly, be as profitable as I was yesterday. But super important that if you want to know my setups, when I actually place them, follow me on my Instagram account because in my stories, I usually share with you my entry points every single day, and at least most of my trades, so that maybe you want to follow those specific entries. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. So let me just go ahead and show you my first positions. Well, let me go ahead and show them on TradingView first. And here we have a 2.61 reward ratio right here. Depending on how much you invested, that's how much money you would have made multiplied by this number. This is Euro USD. If we go to a shorter time frame, this is exactly what happened during this specific trade. You see it actually touched this level, which was pretty much when it was activated, and then went all the way down to the take profit. Also, the exact same thing happened on GBP USD. If we actually go into the 5-minute chart, we see that we have a resistance line right here that was broken. I enter at this specific level, higher than the support line. It went to like this level, giving us a drawdown, not that much, and then went straight down all the way to 279 risk reward ratio. Now, if we actually go ahead and take a look at my actual brokers on the EA funded account, which is the pretty much the main account that I actually am using right now, or the new one for $100,000, the phase 2, I actually closed partially some of these specific positions in order to secure some profits. So we can see that, yes, I lost one because I moved the stop loss for some reason to a lower level and it got hit. But once it got hit on GBP USD, this level right here, then it went straight down. So it was kind of my mistake, but still I was actually profitable. So I closed 240 right here, 312, 263, 357. It took the hit profit on the last lot for 535, and 692 was actually set right here. I did open 4 lots actually on every single trade, so that was actually good. I think it was 3, I'm not sure. But then we have the other funded account that I actually have right here, and this one I actually was able to take it all the way to $6,200. Now this one right here, I actually just let it running. Okay, I let it running. Why? Because take a look at it. 1,452 was the first one that I actually closed. I closed that manually. Then 2,144 and 2,640. A total of $6,236. This one I'm actually being a little bit more risky because of the drawdown that I can, like the maximum loss that I can have on a daily basis is quite bigger. But this is basically what happens. This is what the actual trades look like. Now, I do want to explain you exactly why I have these entries, and I want to start with Euro USD by explaining you my strategy. Now, I use 2 things in order for me to actually go with this specific strategy. Let me just go ahead and go back and show you on the replay. I was looking for some breakouts on the trending, and also some consolidation and imbalance trading. I know it's a combination that probably you're not familiar with, but if you are, you probably have followed me right now. But let me just go ahead and go through what exactly I did in this specific part. So I realized, first of all, that there was a support level right here. Where is this little line right here? I'm actually gonna draw another one, a slightly bigger. There you go. So there was a support line right there that was broken. The resistance was broken, then became a support line, got broken again, but then it actually went back up and it was respected 1, 2, 3 times, and then 4. So it was kind of a weak resistance level. Okay, so since it was weak, I knew for fact, for instance, that this was the next support level right here. So I knew that the take profit could be around this area. All right, super important. So I knew what was the first support line. Once that one was broken, the price was going to continue going down up until the next support line. And actually right now it broke it as well. So probably I'm going to be entering another sell position during this week. But this is exactly what happened. So I actually went into a smaller time frame after looking at the consolidation. This is what imbalance trading actually looks like. So you realize that there is some sort of price. This part right here, this little block that I actually drew right here is basically where a bunch of orders are actually being placed. What happens here is that we look at some sort of consolidation right here, but then we see manipulation. What is manipulation? Basically, and this is not a secret for anyone, big institutions actually like to close bunch of orders that are actually being placed at the moment so that they can place their own positions and manipulate, well, pretty much manipulate the price so that they can get a better pricing on the assets. So what happened here is that this candlestick actually hit probably the stop losses from people who were actually buying this position because they thought, okay, so it hit the support line, so now it's actually going to start jumping. But guess what? The institutions actually brought the price so down that it hit the stop loss for a lot of people in this level. In order to show it to you like how it would look like, if I would have gone and placed a buy position right here, I probably would have gone with this little stop loss right here because I saw that the support line was not really that long. So I would go around this, around 10 pips or something like that. And then I would actually go with 2.0 risk reward ratio, something right there, or maybe more. I don't know, depending on what orders you actually had. But the stop loss was actually hit in this specific part. So once that happens, I know for a fact that the price will be manipulated for any direction. I'm not saying it's gonna be for a buy or a sell position. There's a consolidation of price right here that tells me that the price is about to spike. Now, if it doesn't, I don't enter the trade. But if it spikes or it drops really strong, I know for a fact that there is an opportunity right there where institutions actually are giving the option to a lot of people to enter their positions. In order to explain you, let's take a look at what happened. So with this huge drop, I knew for a fact that what the institutions were doing was actually incentive. This was an incentive for people telling, hey, you know what? Yes, the price dropped this much, but if you place your pending orders right here, we can push the price a lot harder going down. So it's giving you guys a discount, or it's giving us a discount as to where we can actually enter. And just that it happened right here. If we actually take a look at it on the 50-minute chart, this is the moment when I realized, okay, the price is being manipulated. So it showed us a big drop, and it actually respected the other support line right here. So it is going to jump back up, and then the price is going to drop to this level. Now, obviously, I set my stop loss to a level where I knew for a fact I was not going to lose it, like almost at the end of the order block. I actually used 20 pips on this one and 30 pips on GBP USD because the pips is, the pips range is a little bit different. But then what happened here is that as predicted, it started to drop. It even gave a few more entry opportunities around this level. So probably more investors were putting money into it and giving opportunities to actually buy, and boom, this is it. Just a spoiler alert for today's, or I don't know where you're watching this, probably you're watching this on Monday, so it's probably too late, but this probably is a new sell position. This one is already over, so I can put it just right here. But this one could be a selling position right there. So if I actually go into a 1-hour chart, I'm gonna realize that this is probably where the around here, pretty much 11 pips. Now I'm gonna go with like 20 pips. There you go. And most likely, and if I actually take a look at the lowest position for 1-hour candles, the price could drop all the way to this level, giving us a 4.5 risk reward ratio. Okay, so why is that? Because it actually broke it. Now, I'm not saying entering that position, that's a whole different story. I just wanted to give you the spoiler alert. So only if you understand that you're gonna actually join this area. All right, so as you can see, this is what happened with this specific position. I realized, again, one more time, I'm gonna go through it. I saw consolidation, manipulation, and distribution of the price. So I knew for a fact that if the price was going to push up, you can see that it took 1 hour, showed us, gave us the entry, and in 1 hour after, it gave us the entry point again to get all of those pending orders from other institutions to sell the euro against the dollar. So the price was pushed up, pushed down really, really hard. Now let's go ahead and dive right into the GBP USD pair. You can see almost the exact same thing. Now, what's different is that I actually determined that this support line right here was kind of a strong one. I went to a lower time frame. I saw that it was not completely respected. However, this right here looked like price consolidation. So when I saw that the price was consolidating, I knew again for fact, and I didn't draw the block, but I can go ahead and do it so you can have a better reference. I knew for fact that the price was actually going to either jump or drop. Whatever it did, it was a buying or selling opportunity. So usually GBP and USD and Euro USD move the same way, but you can actually take a look at this. This is the consolidation, right? This is manipulation. So if you had a sell position right here, probably hit the stop loss, the manipulation, and then it broke this below level as a distribution. Now this was a little bit riskier. Why? Because I didn't see any big movement, like strong movement, except for this one right here, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to be a huge movement, this one right here. But I actually thought, okay, if it broke the resistance, the support level, and Euro USD, it's looking forward to make the exact same movement, then probably this is the best option to enter. So I enter even at a higher level than the support line. It gave a lot of discount in this area and then went straight all the way down. You see? So the price manipulation was actually, the price consolidation was here, manipulation was here, and distribution was here. Now, this could have been as well, ignoring Euro USD, that the price manipulation could happen here, whatever. But if the big movement would have been going up, then it would have been a buy position, okay? Because what would have happened, and let me just go ahead and go back on the replay, is in this area. If the price would have done this, then what happens is that the price was going to drop back down, get all the pending orders in this area, and spike back up. Simple as that. Now, again, I know this is a concept that I almost don't talk about in my YouTube channel, but if you've seen any other channel talking about institutional trading, you probably understand what I'm talking about. How can you consider a breakout or a no breakout? Look, I want to say this up front, and I want to be very clear by telling you that there is no 100% strategy. Okay, so it doesn't matter what you know, it doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter what you think. There is no 100% accurate strategy, but using these concepts, you have a lot more chances to be profitable. So how do I know if it's a breakout or not? If, for instance, this candlestick right here, this one didn't break anything. This one right here did, it jumped back up. So if you enter at the middle of the candle, you messed up. You need one candle to expire below the level of the support or resistance, okay? You don't need more than that. For instance, this right here is showing you a breakout, but you need more than one candlestick to close below that level. So you got one, the next one actually closed in green, but here's the deal. It jumped really hard right here. It jumped, but it did respect the new resistance, which was a support level before. Now it's a new resistance, so we respected it. So the next one, it was a red candle. Now, what happened here is that if we're looking at this at a 15-minute chart. If we look at a 1-hour chart, we look at one candlestick that closed below, the next one closed like in the middle, and the next one actually dropped. So in order to understand the breakout, you need to go in a lower time frame. Simple, okay? This candle closed without touching the resistance level, so that confirms 100% there is a breakout. But do you enter here? I know there's a strategy for breakouts that a lot of that people tell you, hey, you know what? Enter at the middle because then it's not guaranteed that the price is going to go up. I tell you, enter at the actual support or resistance level. You have a lot more chances to win. And even if it doesn't jump back up, then you don't lose anything. But most of the times, institutions manipulate this in order to get more buyers or sellers. So as you can see right here, the price pushed back up in order to get a bunch of pending orders in this area. And there were so many pending orders to sell that it pushed the price all the way down like it did. Like literally went straight to hit the take profit, and then it just basically disappeared. Okay, again, this might be a good selling position in this area. This is just a spoiler. I'm not saying I'm going to place it. I'm basically, what I do is that I actually wake up pretty early in the morning, and about 1 hour before the New York session starts, I actually monitor all the movements of the market so I can determine what trades I'm going to place during the day. Okay, so I place 1, 2, or maybe 3 positions during the day, and that's it. So pretty much this is how you can determine a breakout. Just to this is self-explained. It completely broke the resistance line, so it was obvious that the price was going to jump slightly and then drop. It could have been that the price would continue just dropping and dropping, and if it would have broken this resistance level, probably I would have entered here and got the sell position. Although I don't know, maybe I would have lost the position. So I prefer to actually use the imbalance in the institutional trading, because it gives me a lot more confidence, and you can see that it's kind of more guaranteed than technical trading. Now, the last part that I want to cover on this specific video is what are the best pairs for this strategy. And I do recommend you to stick to major pairs only. What I mean with major pairs is Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, USD CAD. Oh, where is it? I don't see USD CAD, do I? Oh, I don't have it right here. All right, USD CAD. It's got to be somewhere. NZD USD. And I wouldn't recommend you to stick to any JPY pair. All right, it's not the session. Okay, USD pairs basically are the ones being traded the most on the New York session. So I would highly recommend you to actually stick to it. This is USD CAD. So these are the pairs that I recommend you the most. Okay, so hopefully that actually makes sense. Hey, hopefully you enjoyed the content of this video. If you did, smash the like button to support this YouTube channel. But more importantly, if you guys have any questions or comments to share, you can always use the comment section below, and my team will be happy to reply to you. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.